football coach, University of Alabama. And we're presenting on film some highlights of our 1961 Alabama season in the conference. The purpose of my presence here is to more or less familiarize you with the personnel that's involved in a particular play. I will not attempt to narrate it, but we'll try to point out the young men that are in that particular play. Before the season started, we knew that to have a winning season, that we had to have leadership from within the squad. We thought that we had to have some players to step front and center players. We felt like that we were handicapped in the arrangement of our schedule because we opened away from home with conference games on 3 consecutive Saturdays. In our system, we have our coaches. Each coach is assigned to a game, and he is responsible for preparation for that game, meaning, of course, that he breaks down the film in the summer, that he has the team scouted and breaks down the scouting report and makes the recommendations that we usually go by and when we play the football game. The University of Georgia, our opening game, was particularly difficult to prepare for because they had a new coach, and a new staff always generates enthusiasm. They also had one of our former coaches on their staff, Bob Ford, that knew everything that we did. So I mean that as a compliment to Charlie Bradshaw, who was in charge of the Georgia game. Our team came back in excellent physical condition. Had they been in another kind of condition, why, they'd have never made it, because it's one of the hottest games I've ever seen. I don't know what the temperature was, but down on the field it was tremendously hot, and never doubted. University of Georgia is a larger, heavier team than normal. That's Ingram Crowell kicking there. Real fine kick. Leroy Jordan is down well and knocks their safety man loose from the ball. And Billy Neighbors recovers it. Of course, Jordan is a junior from Excel, a very fine football player. And Billy Neighbors, the All-American tackle from Northport, Alabama. So we're very fortunate there in taking over. And we are using what amounts to a double wing back or double slot against Georgia. We were hoping that Coach Ford would not anticipate that. And there's Mike Frocky, the junior from Memphis, running real well behind the blocking of Charlie Pell and Billy Rice. Charlie is from Albertville, and Billy is a senior from Troy. Pat Trammell's at quarterback. He goes back to pass now and throws out to Billy Oliver. Billy's from Livingston. Real fine block down there by Tommy Brooker. Tommy is a big senior in from Demopolis who had a real fine year. So down in the scoring territory where Pat Trammell takes the ball and hands it off to Mike Frocky again, and Mike dives over the top for a very exciting touchdown. Billy Battle was on the left there moving out, blocking as well as Raymond F. Bruzy. Now Georgia takes over, and they're in an unbalanced line quite a bit. They use quite a bit of motion. Billy Wilson here, Jimmy Wilson that is, from Haleyville, caused the interception, is intercepted by Butch Wilson. Butch and Jimmy are not related. Butch is from Hueytown. Both are juniors, however. So that was a real big play. Trammell this time throws to Butch Wilson, and Butch Henry makes a very fine block as Butch Wilson goes over to really break the game wide open. Butch Henry is one of our fine sophomores from Selma, who, along with Dink Wall, probably had the best years of any sophomores this time. Trammell back passing again to little Billy Richardson. Billy is a fine senior from Jasper and has contributed greatly to the football at Alabama over the 3 years. That's Billy Richardson running the ball now. Very fine block with Mike Frocky, Billy Neighbors, Jack Rutledge, and Tommy Brooker to put it down in there close to scoring territory again. Quick pitch out to Frocky this time, and down on the goal line. There's Duff Marson making a block. Duff was injured during the season. He's a senior from Memphis. He missed most of the senior season, but he's contributed greatly over the 3-year plan. I mean, the 3 years that this group has played varsity football. So on the goal line now, Mike Frocky dives in for the touchdown, and you can't help but notice there that Billy Battle blocked a man about 3 yards into the end zone. Billy is from Birmingham, and he's a junior. He'll be back again next year. Fumble recovery here by Duff Marson puts Alabama back in control again. Duff has always been a ball hawk. He has intercepted 4 or 5 rear clutch passes each year that he played. Pat Trammell is out of the game now, and Malmore takes over and throws a beautiful pass to senior Red Wilkins from Bayonet. Malmore is from Dozier, and he's a junior. So that put the game out of reach, actually, as they line up now going for the 2, and Malmore
puts Cotton Clark in motion and runs with the football for the 2. And Cotton Clark makes a great block, end over end, and Melmore dives in for the touchdown. And the final score was University of Alabama 32 and Georgia 6.